Ring AITA for kicking my dad out of my wedding after he started a GoFundMe about me. I, 31, never planned to invite my dad to my wedding. Not because I hate him, but because every memory I have of him starts normal and ends with me paying for it. My parents split when I was 9. Mom worked 2 jobs, collected PTO like coupons, and never missed a school play. Dad was the type to show up an hour late with a story that started with, "Funny thing happened on the way over." His life was one long funny thing. Sometimes the punchline was rent. He's the kind of person who treats apologies like currency. He hands them out when he's broke and disappears when the bill comes due. So yeah, when only 33 my now husband and I started planning our wedding, Dad wasn't in the plan. But then my mother, who believes in giving everyone at least 3 chances past what they deserve, said, "He'll feel left out." And I said, that's sort of the point. But guilt is a stubborn muscle, and mine works overtime. I caved. I sent him an invite. 2 weeks later, he called me with the confidence of someone who'd found redemption at the bottom of a beer. "Kiddo," he said, "I want to help with the wedding." "It's tradition." I said, "The tradition is you disappearing when things cost money." He laughed. "Let me prove you wrong. Let me cover the venue deposit." I hesitated, but the venue had just doubled their security deposit, and I was already juggling vendor invoices like flaming knives. So I said, "Fine, send it." He did. For one day I thought maybe he really is trying. Then, 48 hours before the wedding, the venue called. "Hey, sorry, the card for your deposit got reversed." I thought they were wrong. Then I checked my email. Transaction reversed by cardholder. I called Dad. No answer. Texted him. He replied, "Bank flagged it. I'll fix it tomorrow." Tomorrow was my wedding day. I stayed up all night running worst-case scenarios, and by morning I'd convinced myself he'd just mixed something up. Then I woke up to 57 notifications, group chats, Instagram DMs, and one link from a cousin that made my blood turn cold. It was a GoFundMe. Title, "Help reunite a father and daughter on her big day." Organizer, my dad. Photo, my engagement pic, cropped to removally. The description said I'd refuse to let my father walk me down the aisle unless he paid for the wedding. He wrote, "I've battled demons, I'm trying to be better, and she won't even give me a chance." The goal, $10,000. The total, $1,400. The comments, "She'll regret this." "Dads like you deserve love." "What a selfish bride." I texted him, "Take it down. Do not come." He texted back, "You can't stop me." We got ready in the museum bridal suite. Me, my mom, my best friend, and Elise's sister. I had half my makeup done when the coordinator, Selene, came in looking apologetic. There's a man in the lobby saying he's the father of the bride. He brought a film crew. I didn't even flinch. I just said, of course he did. I went out in my robe and sneakers. There he was wearing sunglasses indoors, like a dad-shaped warning label. He had 2 people behind him, one with a DSLR camera, one with a ring light. He smiled wide like he just saved me from something. "Kiddo," he said, voice too loud. "You look beautiful." Don't be mad, these guys are documenting a reconciliation. I said, "This isn't happening." He gestured to the crew. "People donated to see me walk you down the aisle. I can't let them down." The coordinator looked at me like, "Say the word." So I did. "He's not invited. Remove him." My father turned on me fast. "Well, this is cruel. Your mother's poison worked." My mother, who had followed me out, just said softly, "Amends aren't televised." He started raising his voice. The cameraman filmed through it. I told security to escort him out. He yelled that I'd regret it. I didn't. I married the love of my life while he live-streamed a tantrum from the parking lot. The next morning, the damage hit. He'd posted a video crying in his car, saying I'd humiliated him, that I used him for money. that I was sick with my mother's bitterness. The caption, "Don't let your daughters become strangers." It had 120,000 views. My full name was in the tags. Commenters found my Facebook and wedding website. They called me heartless. A few sent me Bible verses about forgiveness. A stranger DM'd me, "Your dad just wanted to love you." I didn't post a rebuttal. I just posted screenshots, the venue's email showing his payment reversal. The GoFundMe. His text, "You can't stop me." Then I logged off. GoFundMe froze his fundraiser. He lost access to the money. That was the first quiet moment in days. Then came the next blow. 2 days later, he showed up at my apartment. No warning. He had flowers, supermarket carnations, and that same look, performing regret, hoping for applause. He said, "You'll miss me when I'm gone." I said, "I miss you when you're here." Then I closed the door. For a week, he left voicemails. One said, "You made me the villain, but all villains start with love." Another, "Maybe if you'd invited me sooner, I wouldn't have had to beg." The last one just said, "Return my deposit." I didn't respond. He posted another video, still waiting for her to unblock me. Still praying. He got fewer likes that time. Pity fatigue, maybe. A month later, his girlfriend messaged me from a new account. "He's in a recovery program," she wrote. "He talks about you every day." I stared at it for an hour, then wrote back, "I hope he's serious. But I'm not his redemption arc. People love neat morals, but real families don't come with those." At my reception after everything, a cousin pulled me aside and said, "You'll forgive him eventually, right?" I told her, "Forgiveness isn't the same as access." Because it's not. You can forgive someone and still not hand them the mic. My dad's videos still float around small corners of the internet, reposted by strangers who think they're defending broken fathers. They don't know he reversed the payment. They don't know he used my wedding as PR. They don't know I spent most of my life being the apology for his choices. And that's the worst part, not that strangers believed him, but that I used to. 2 months later, I visited my mom. We sat on her porch drinking lemonade while he fixed her loose screen door. She said, "Do you think he'll ever say sorry?" I said, "He'll say it. He just won't mean it." She smiled sadly. "Then let him say it to someone else." Sometimes I still check his profile. He's back to selling solar panels, posting motivational quotes like, "Some people never grow until you stop watering them." It would be funny if it didn't sound rehearsed. He texted once from a new number. "Hope you're happy. I'll always love you, kiddo." I didn't answer. That was the point. Because love, real love, doesn't need an audience. And the best boundary is one you don't break just because someone else brings a camera. So, AITA for kicking my dad out of my wedding. I think I was just finally leaving the story he kept writing for me.